James Tabor's book, Paul and Jesus: How the Apostle Transformed Christianity, explores the early years of Christianity and argues that Paul played a pivotal and transformative role in shaping the religion into what we know today, often diverging from the original teachings of Jesus and his immediate followers, such as Peter and James, Jesus' brother. Here are the key takeaways from Tabor's work. The lost decades and Paul's emergence. Tabor highlights the historical vacuum of roughly 2 decades following Jesus' crucifixion, a period about which little is known regarding the nascent Christian movement. It was during this time that Paul emerged and began to preach to Gentiles. Paul's independent gospel. Tabor contends that Paul never actually met Jesus during his earthly ministry, but instead developed his own understanding of Jesus' message through visions and revelations. He argues that Paul's gospel was distinct from and often superseded the message preached by Jesus and the original apostles like Peter and James. Fierce disagreements. The book reveals that there were significant disagreements among early Christian leaders, particularly between Paul and the Jerusalem apostles, Peter and James, concerning the meaning of Jesus' message and whether Gentile converts needed to adhere to Jewish law, like circumcision. Transformation from political to religious movement. Tabor suggests that the original Jesus movement was more focused on a political expectation of overthrowing Rome. Paul, however, transformed it into a religious movement that emphasized Jesus as a divine savior from sin and introduced a new covenant that superseded the Torah. Paul's enduring influence. Ultimately, Tabor argues that Paul's interpretation of Christianity became the dominant and normative version of the faith, eclipsing the original teachings of Jesus and his closest disciples. In essence, Tabor presents Paul as a highly influential, almost revolutionary figure who redefined the trajectory of Christianity, making it a distinct religion rather than a sect of Judaism, and establishing many of the theological tenets that continue to define it.